Hey, have you ever stopped to think about what your most valuable possession really is? We're going to dive into this simple little story. It's set in a small village, but trust me, it packs a powerful lesson. A lesson about the one thing we all have, but can never, ever get back.
All right, let's get into it. Seriously, think about it for a second. What's the most valuable thing you possess? I mean, is it your phone, your car, maybe your house? Whatever popped into your head, just hold that thought. We're going to need it for this story.
So our story kicks off in this little village, and it's all about a father who's pretty worried about his son, and for good reason. The son, well, he was just kind of drifting, spending his days wandering around, not really working, not learning anything, just letting the hours and days completely slip away. Okay, so the father knew he had to do something. But here's the thing. Instead of getting angry or yelling, he came up with this really clever, kind of gentle plan. It was a test, really. A test designed to help his son figure out a huge life lesson all on his own. So what'd he do? He calls his son over, goes to this dusty old cupboard, and pulls out a watch. The instruction he gives is super simple. He just says, take this watch down to the market. I just want you to find out what people are willing to pay for it. Right, so the son heads to the market. He walks up to the first person he sees, shows him the watch, and boom, the guy offers 500 rupees. Not a bad start, right? But then things get interesting. He asks someone else, and the offer doubles. 1,000 rupees. It's the exact same watch, but this person sees twice the value in it. Kind of weird, huh? Then he asks a third person and gets yet another price, this time 800 rupees. So now the son's starting to see the pattern here. There's no single price. It's like the value of this thing is all over the place, changing with every single person he talks to. So when he gets back to his dad, the lesson from this first test is crystal clear. Everyone gave him a different price. He learned that the value of an object, well, it's totally debatable. It's only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it right then and there. The father, he just smiles. He's pleased, The first part of a lesson landed. But he's not done. The very next day, he sends his son back to the market. Same watch, but this time, a totally new and much, much weirder question. And get this. This is the question he's supposed to ask. How much is the time inside this watch worth? Yeah, not the watch, the time. I mean, can you imagine how confusing that must have been? But he's a good son, so he obeys his father and heads back out. And the reaction in the market? Well, it was exactly what you'd expect. It was immediate and pretty harsh. People just looked at him like he was crazy. The first person he asked was just blunt about it. What a foolish question. I mean, they had no idea what he was even getting at. And it didn't get any better. Some people literally laughed in his face. Others just flat out told him to go away. The poor guy started feeling totally embarrassed and dejected. All he got for asking his father's strange question was ridicule. So he's feeling pretty down, about ready to just give up and go home. But then he spots this little shop. Inside, there's an old watchmaker, just quietly doing his thing. The son figures, okay, one last try. So he goes in and asks the wise old man his strange question. And this is the moment everything changes. The watchmaker stops what he's doing, looks up at the boy with this really kind smile, and he gets it. He completely understands the question, and he just says, very softly, son, you cannot put a price on time. Then the old man explains the two sides of time. He says it has one bad quality and one really good one. The bad thing? Well, it's always passing. It's always slipping away from us, no matter what. But the good thing? The good news is that we get to choose how to spend it. That part is up to us. And this is really the core of the whole lesson, right? Time, it's free. We all get it. But it's also completely priceless. You can't buy it, you can't keep it or save it up for later. All you can do is use it or spend it. And this is the big one. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. This is the one thing that makes us all equal. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor or where you're from. Every single one of us gets the exact same 24 hours in a day. The only thing that's different, the only thing that matters, is how we choose to use them. And right there in that little shop, something just clicks for the boy. You can see it in his eyes. He finally gets it. A whole new understanding floods in. He thanks the watchmaker and just rushes home, so excited to tell his father that he finally understood. And listen, this wasn't just some aha moment that he forgot about the next day. No way.
The change was real, it was immediate. From that day on, his life was completely different. He stopped the aimless wandering. He started working hard, with a real purpose. And he started to see every single moment for what it is, this precious, irreplaceable gift.
So, that brings us all the way back to the beginning, doesn't it? That first question I asked you. This simple story teaches us that our most valuable possession, it isn't something you can buy or sell. It's the time we're given. And that really just leaves us with one final super important question to ask ourselves. You've got 24 hours today. How are you going to use them?